This podcast provides a platform that will share many different points of views that should empower you, uplift you, make you want to go out and do right. When you hear the term still a man, say, yes, I am. Still a man. Yes, I am. Still a man. Yes, I am. Let's go.
What's up, people? Welcome to another episode of the Still a Man podcast. They said it was a fad. They said it wouldn't last. Happy anniversary, hip hop, for fortune and fame has come to pass. All right, let's set it off. Let's do it how we do it. Who we got on the panel tonight? Introduce yourself. Let's go from ladies first, then the gentlemen. Ladies, don't be shy. Announce yourself.
Sonia.
Patsy.
Okay.
Yarn is here too.
So she must got a phone on mute.
Yeah, she got a phone on mute.
Timmy.
Yeah, I can't.
We got the Demo D,
guys.
Bobby B, and Prince Tiny T,
And Robbie
and
B.
APPLE.
And who is speaking, making these announcements?
I go by
the GIC.
Yeah, the big G-Man.
All right, let's go. So we got Tanya, we got Kiana, we got Patsy, we got Timmy, we got Elijah, we got Gregory, and we got Robin. Let's go. All right. So, as you guys know, this is the 50th anniversary of hip hop. All the rap historians, they got their own, they believe that it started different times during the 70s. Depends on who you talk to. But one thing for certain is hip hop started in the Bronx, the South Bronx to be exact. Some of the founding fathers, depending on who you speak to, they consist of Kool Herc, Grandmaster Flash, and Bambaataa. Now, again, for the sake of argument, sounding and just for risk of sounding redundant, I said depending on who you speak to, you're gonna get a difference.
If you speak to the real people that knows the story, they're gonna tell you the truth. They're gonna tell you where it really started and who heard it.
They're exaggerating it too. Hip hop is a culture thing that came out of Harlem and the South Bronx. That's hip hop, and it's a culture thing. They bit every other genre, they made it their own. Everybody knows started out with Kool Herc doing the instrumental riding around the projects with his speaker. Meantime, between time, you had a culture movement, which was African Bambaataa before it was African Bambaataa and before the Zulu Nation. Meantime, in Harlem, you had Dapper Dans and you had the Apollo and you had the Knowledge Kids or the House of or Conscious people doing their 1-2s. You put it together in talent shows, especially in clubs. Then you got rapping and rhyming. Rapping and rhyming with, to me, no disrespect, I believe rapping and rhyming was happening everywhere, not just the Bronx or not just Harlem. Rapping and rhyming. I ain't talking hip hop. I'm talking about putting words together and making them make sense. That's, you know what I'm saying to you. But other than that, the culture, South Bronx and Harlem with the dressing and the knowledge, Harlem, the culture and the music with different type of Caribbeans, South Bronx.
So you guys basically already answering the first question of the night. So we got 10 questions because this is going to keep us on point. So Elijah, you basically answered the first question, what is hip hop? So is that your answer, what you just gave us, what hip hop is?
That's facts. Ain't no answer. It's facts. Some people say it started 74. Some people say it started 76. When it hit the whole U.S. it's 79. We all know rappers do like, which they was
All right, wait, let him finish.
Now listen.
Hey,
Here's the
I'm
thing.
talking.
hey,
When it
listen. We're not doing this tonight. So let him finish, and then Timmy, you can respond and you can answer the question.
in 1979, a mainstream hip hop song called Rapper's Delight came out. That's mainstream hip hop song. There was no other song that was mainstream that was out before Rapper's Delight. Everything was underground. Underground meaning it was from a neighborhood leaked out tape or out on the basketball court leaked out tape. But when it came to mainstream, when it comes to a barcode, it's Rapper's Delight 1979, which made it mainstream. And everybody know they bit from the other people. I forgot the other crew. Timmy would know that better than I would.
All right, so that being said, Timmy, go ahead and respond to that on what is hip hop to you?
Hip hop comes from goddamn people, the James Brown, the you know, the people like Flip Wilson's and the S.A.M Coach. These are great poetry songwriters, right? And so hip hop was a part of that funk, the funk era, when the funk era in the mid-70s, the funk era, hip hop came about in the first hip hop record I heard wasn't Sugar Hill Gang.
Broadcast?
It was a damn Blowfly, Rap Dirty. That was out way before Sugar Hill Records or Sugar Hill Gang, even 2
Timmy,
years
what's
before
mainstream?
them.
Wait,
Timmy,
let him
what's it?
finish. Let him finish.
Now, when he made that song, Rap Dirty, he made that song when he made that, right? It was underground for sure. But it started picking up and he made a lot of money off of that song, being that he was talking dirty on over a beat and whatnot. Now come to 79, you got Sugar Hill Gang, and they doing their thing. Now, as a whole, they broke through on a party record. That's what Rapper's Delight was, a party record, and it had the grounds from that record was chic, good times, chic shit. That's what uh Rapper's Delight was. That's what Sugar Hill Records was doing. Their in-house band was definitely replaying hit records. They'll change a little bit of the bass line so they wouldn't be sued. But at that time back then, they didn't really go after them about using people's stuff. So at that time they were recreating the music, and some say that the household band of Sugar Hill Records were better than the original version because they played it so clean and so crispy. So that's when hip hop had crossed over, because they didn't even cross over because they was at the beginning stages.
So you
had
Timmy, are you
underground.
making up your own history, man?
Before Rappers Delight hit the damn thing, hit the airwaves, it wasn't even thought of putting them on record because a lot of stuff was being recorded on tape. People go to the damn jams and tape, while the performers on stage.
Okay,
and
so
whatnot.
let me
So
ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. So is it safe to say that your definition, what you're saying is the origin of hip hop, it stems from the funk era. That's what you're saying?
of course,
Okay.
look at all the samples. Look at
All
all
right.
the samples.
All right.
Look
That's
at all
fair.
the samples. That comes from the 70s,
Okay.
right?
That's
All of
fair.
the 70s, all the 70s, even 60s and 50s records they used.
All right.
They
Stay
could
there. Stay
slow
there.
them down, speed them up, flip them. You know, that's what the thing was.
Hold on,
And
Tim.
all they did,
Tim,
all
stay
they
there.
did.
Stay there. Stay there. Hold that. Stay right there. Let's get some of the other panel into the discussion. Patsy, what does hip hop mean to you? And if you don't have too much knowledge about it, just say that. If that goes for everybody on the panel. Go ahead, Patsy.
A lot of the hip hop music to me is like stuff like Queen Latifah, some of the stuff from the 80s and 90s. You know, some of the rappers and stuff like that, and stuff that kind of ties into that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's it for me, and I agree with Apple too. You know.
All right. Tanya, what is hip hop? What does it mean to you?
Hip hop means what? It's the clothing, it's the music, it's the graffiti, it's the vibe, it's the hair. It's a cultural thing.
Mm-hmm. That's your answer. That's an easy answer.
Yeah.
Right to the point. Kiana, you with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, Duchess. What's your definition? What does hip hop mean to you?
Hip hop is everything. Hip hop is um music, dancing, style. Like Tanya said, graffiti, so art. Right now, 50 years is history. It's a lot of things.
It's a
Yeah,
vibe.
they said it wasn't gonna last long.
Well, it's always those who don't believe or don't like always trying to get rid of something.
Mm.
Can I
Check this out.
say?
You know
Can I
what?
Hold
ask?
The
on,
ones that
Timmy.
said it
Hold
wasn't
on.
gonna last long are making the most money off of the music now. Because they said it wasn't gonna last long.
Go ahead, Tanya.
What I was gonna add is that I know that Apple said something about mainstream, but when it first hit the radio, the airways, it was just basically playing on black radio stations. So it wasn't really, really mainstream.
Nah, that's what made it mainstream because it hit the radio. I don't care. At the time, it wasn't no number one, number two when it came to hip hop. It's a begin genre. Hip hop actually came from niggas hanging in, brothers and sisters, or really brothers hanging up in the corners and not really, you know what I'm saying, to you having a job. This was before the 1, 2, 3 as a gang law came in. So you could hang in the corners, and at that time in the South Bronx, they was doing doo-wopping. So you hang in the corners, drinking your beers, drinking your wines, doo-wopping. People, the cops would say, stop moving around with that hippity hop, or move up out of here. You just hippity hopping around. No, hippity hopping up out of here. So that's where they got the word of hip hop, because it's for the streets. So when it's for the streets, it was always streets, mainly in the basketball courts or block party. Once it hit the radio, that's when it became mainstream, because now everybody's hearing it.
All right.
Because they wasn't getting no airplay.
All right.
There wasn't no airplay.
But really, everybody in our neighborhoods and our culture, it wasn't playing on the white radio stations.
No. When it came to us, right, you had disco was ruling the airwaves. Okay. So when you had radio station at that time in Boston would be WRBB 88.9, you know what I mean, WNPR, which is Super 16. You would have those type of radio station. Everybody know Quiet Storms came on at 8 o'clock at night. In the daytime, we had WILD. Everybody knew that was urban. So when you get on, nobody wasn't listening to Kiss 108. Every now and then you was listening to Blue Magic or Blue on whatever. But
Yeah.
when you got on your job and stuff, or you listen to WILD and you hear this, I said a hip hop, a hippie, that was
Yeah.
a whole new genre.
Uh-huh.
That was like, whoa, you know what I mean?
All right, so stop right there while y'all open this up. Let me get the other people's definition of what hip hop is. We got Gregory and Robert, and if anybody else just joined us, we're talking about the evolution of hip hop. First question of the night is, what is hip hop? Robbie, can we get your definition of what is hip hop? What does it mean to you?
Hip hop is a culture thing. It all came about from African Americans sitting around doing that hippity hop stuff. And listen, that's what happened. They sat around, they threw some words together, probably was beating on their legs, snapping their fingers, making sound effects with their mouths, or banging on some type of surface.
On point like 100 going north, Barbino. On point like 100 going north.
Yes, and throwing some rhymes together, or just, I didn't want to say chanting, but they was just, letting words come out their mouth, and yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, we're doing our thing. But we all know it's a culture thing, the way they dress, the way they walk and talk, their hairdos, the graffiti, and all of that. Yes, that all goes with it. To answer to Timmy and Elijah earlier, I don't know, you can check this for a fact check, but the first person before the Sugar Hill Gang that released hip hop, and it was 2 weeks, I think, or 3 weeks before the Sugar Hill Gang released Rapper's Delight in 1979. It was a band called the Fatback Band, and they released the first hip hop record.
Okay, what was it called?
That was hold on. Hey, check this out. That wasn't Main Street. It wasn't playing on WRBB. It wasn't playing on 88.9. New England people wasn't hearing it unless you went to the record store. When you get that radio play and they hit that Kiss 108, now you doing something, kid.
Somebody do a fact check, find out who the Fatback Band is. Gregory, what does hip hop mean to you? What's the definition?
Hip hop is a soul.
They had a lot of jumping.
Hold on, Timmy.
Hip hop is a soul. It's a light in a dark place. It's therapeutic for a lot of people. Hip hop is definitely our culture as Black people. It teaches and taught us a lot of stuff.
Okay, Timmy, you was gonna say something?
I was gonna say that, once the game,
it's an art. Most importantly, I meant to say that too.
All right.
Once the game has changed, where Raptors Delight came on the radio, now everybody was like, they done opened up the doors for us to make a record that can get played on the damn radio. And then the community now, it's not just because you can't just say Black community, because the South Bronx got a bunch of Puerto Ricans, Cubans, Dominicans that all contribute to hip hop. And so it's not just a Black thing, it became an international thing, once it crossed into, radio play and whatnot. So it opened up the doors for a lot of different genres of people who wish to, get into the game, and you got skills, and you can make a hit record that's going to be played on the radio, hey, then you in the game. That's what it's really about.
Okay.
Hip hop is hip, like y'all was saying earlier. It's hip again. But the people that was saying that you're doing that hippity hop stuff because it was hip, and they felt like it was hip. It's hip again, and it's the pop
Have
culture
y'all
now.
ever heard of
Hip hop
scat?
has turned into pop music.
Hold on, check it out.
You
Check it out.
heard of scat? You heard of scat, right?
Mhm.
You know, that's almost what hip hop was doing, but
That's jazz, Timmy.
yeah,
That's
but
jazz.
People that
that's
make
like
jazz is
that's
making
the
hip
scat
hop. People that sing is making hip
also
hop. People
part
that are pop
is rap.
artists make hip hop. The
Okay, so
Spanish
guys,
artists make hip hop.
gentlemen,
Everybody's making it. It's like
so
a pop culture right now.
so let me make sure everybody on the panel, did everybody get a chance to answer question one?
Yeah, everybody answered it.
Latecomers? All right,
Everybody.
let me give you guys my definition, and then we're gonna go to the first video of the night. All right, so my definition of hip hop is it is a belief system, it is behavior, it is objects belonging to, or stemming from the mindset, the lifestyle that basically represent the art. It's basically a lifestyle, like I said. It involves
It's street, dog. Why you making this hard, Dave? It's street.
Hold on. You gotta respect. So like I was saying, it involves dance, which you guys left out. That's the break dancing.
No, we didn't. I said that.
Okay, so the art is graffiti. The dance is break dancing, and then you guys left out the part about the DJs, because before it even became the rap portion of it, it was just Kool Herc and them just playing instrumentals, getting the people to dance and stuff. That's where it stems from. That's basically the basics. Then the MCs came about because they put out the mics to see if they had people that could, basically implement some crowd
the master of the ceremony was to throw your hands in the air. That's what the master of the ceremony was doing. The MC was the one. Even the DJ would be the MC. He talking while he's spinning a record, you know. But the whole thing changed when they had people come up that want to rap over the break beats.
All right, so basically, Elijah, you was gonna say something, and then we're gonna go to the first video. Guys, I want to be mindful of the time. So again, I don't want to spend a lot of time on just one question because we got 10 questions. All right, Elijah, what was you gonna say?
I was just gonna say you giving great details what hip hop is made out of, but as a whole, you know what I'm saying to you, it's a culture, point blank, period. Hold on, but it's a street culture. In the streets, they was doing graffiti. We all was. In the streets, there was block party. That's why you had your DJs. In the streets, there was house parties. That's why you had your MCs to calm the crowd down. In the streets, you had people dancing. It was a street thing. It was a street thing. This is before crack. It was a street thing. Everybody was to be on the street, double dutching and fire hydrants and stuff. It was a street thing, which became a culture. That's when you blend them. Now they all use it's gumbo soup. This is why rock and roll didn't like. You know what I'm saying to you? Didn't like hip hop because we use every single, like the United States, use every single genre. You know what I'm saying? And made it our own. I always say hip hop is the last. Hip hop is the last genre that it's the last culture genre. You can never create something new, a new genre. You can't. After hip hop, you can't, because everything came out of hip hop. Or should I say, hip hop has everything. If you want blues, hip hop got it. You want singing, hip hop got it. You know what I mean? You want any Caribbean, hip hop got it. You know what I mean? And this is America stuff. We're whole different people, and hip hop is our theme of culture. You walk like us, you talk like us, our slangs, all that street. At that time, they was talking as AKA reefer talk. You know what I mean? It's like it's a You know what I mean? That was street. You know, if you wasn't street, you wouldn't understand what the heck they were saying. You remember when hip hop first came out, they didn't understand it because it was street. I'm good, Dave.
All right, so Gregory, let's go to the first video. Everybody withhold your comments until the video is over. Mute your phone. All right, G, we're ready for the first one.
Zoom meeting.
23 marks the 50th anniversary of hip-hop. The genre has lived through many different iterations, from acts like Grandmaster Flash to LL Cool J to Tupac and Drake. It has become the #1 genre in the world, with almost 250 #1 albums on the Billboard 200 and over 100 #1 hits on the Billboard Hot 100. So how did hip-hop begin? Who are the key players in creating and evolving the genre? And what is the future of hip-hop? This is Billboard Explains the Origins of Hip-Hop.
Come on, man.
Although the first official recording of hip-hop music wasn't until 1979, the beginning of the genre can be traced back to the streets of New York. In the 1970s, New York block parties became increasingly popular. DJs started creating extended breaks in popular music tracks using 2 turntables and a mixer. The first start to this movement was DJ Kool Herc. He established the genre on August 11, 1973, at his sister's graduation party in the Bronx. DJ Kool Herc was known for mixing older songs with popular dance tracks to create a different sound. He would add spoken word interjections over the records he made, which inspired rap as we know it today. Other major players during this inception period of hip-hop were Grand Wizard Theodore, Africa Bambaataa, and Grandmaster Flash.
All the big dogs back in the day were DJs, Kool Herc, DJ Hollywood, all of them.
During their DJ sets, they would extend beat breaks of popular tracks in order to create improv dance moments. These dance moments would later turn into breakdancing competitions. The genre of hip-hop has 4 major pillars: graffiti, DJing and scratching, breakdancing, and MCing and rapping.
And I remember Rakim having a song, writing my name in graffiti on the wall. That's part of what we do. Even in the expression of trying to get it out, you still hip hop on a piece of paper. You're still hip hop when you're moving down a block. If you're walking with your friends, you still hip hop if you by yourself and you're beatboxing. And then it's like, all right, we're gonna take it up a level. I'm gonna get some equipment. And now I'm just gonna take these records and start mixing them and scratching on them. And those pillars are more than just the things that make up this billion-dollar industry now. Those pillars are things that make up our culture.
In the 1980s, we saw a wave of old school hip-hop, new school hip-hop, and golden age hip-hop come to fruition. The old school hip-hop scene was pioneered by artists like Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5, LL Cool J, and Run DMC. Then came the golden age of hip-hop. Public Enemy, Salt and Pepper, and Boogie Down Productions were major voices in this era.
Rappers from the 80s, they were the ones that really lifted the culture to say, hey, we could take this mainstream.
In 1989, DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince won the first Grammy honoring hip-hop music for their track, Parents Just Don't Understand, in the Best Rap Performance category. By the 1990s, we started to see the growth of gangsta rap, with artists like Tupac representing the West Coast and the Notorious B.I.G. repping the East. The hip-hop music coming out of the 90s helped bring to light dance trends, such as MC Hammer's Hammer Time from his track, You Can't Touch This. And brought to light the injustices in America with tracks like NWA's F the Police from their album Straight Outta Compton. The 2000s saw hip-hop artists move into entrepreneurial spaces as they were not only topping the charts, but also building their own brands like Jay-Z's Rockaware and Diddy's Sean John. 2010 saw the digital era in full swing with artists like Post Malone,
when I started balling, I was young.
Chance the Rapper, A$AP Rocky,
Rap Simmons, Rick Owens, usually what I'm dressed.
Kendrick Lamar,
Only thing I did wrong was make it possible.
and Mac Miller finding success online.
Streaming culture just made everything super accessible. Before, you had to really hunt or stay up and listen to underground hip-hop radio shows to get that exclusive.
As hip-hop enters its 50th year, we're seeing a rise of new artists in the space, such as Roddy Ricch, Ice Spice, and Lil Baby.
The origins really drive home the fact that this is a culture that was made by young kids from the street.
As the genre continues to grow and change, we can't wait to see where the genre will go next.
Participants left for a 9 right.
All right, guys. So
that was cute.
turn your phones
That was
back
real
on.
cute.
Now, I will say this. That gave us an overall view of hip hop, the
That
genre.
don't give an overall review.
Hold on,
They-
Timmy.
Sean joined this
See,
too.
I don't
Hold
like when
on.
they do that
Hold on,
because
let
they
me-
be
let me
trying
make
to
my point.
leave out the pioneers, the people who
Hold on, Timmy,
paved the way.
You gotta let the host do his thing, man.
Listen, I'm gonna say this again. Guys, when someone's talking, let them finish before you jump in. Like I was saying, that video basically
Sean's
gave
in the house.
that video basically gave an overall view of hip hop from the early years to current day. And basically it tells you the origins and it just fast forwards you to the current day. You guys can agree or disagree with the video. Like Timmy was saying, and I was going to mention, someone else's narrative is going to be different from yours because they're going to put, as Elijah would say, in the gumbo, the ingredients that's appealing to them. So depending on what they feel that tells their story, such as the rappers, they're going to use the rappers that they choose to use. Of course, when I talk to you, Timmy, it's going to be something different. When I talk to Kiana, it's going to be something different. That is the beautiful thing of conversation. That's what it's made up. You're going to get a different opinion. And that's how you get a well-rounded discussion. Sean, I don't know if you've seen the video, but welcome. Tonight we're talking about the evolution of hip hop. You didn't get a chance to answer the first question, so I'm gonna go on and bring you up to speed. The first question was, what is hip hop? What is hip hop to you?
Wow. I guess I would say hip hop is it's a culture, it's a way of life. I believe that was designed originally for the urban community, but now has flourished worldwide. No, excuse me, worldwide throughout every neighborhood, every genre of people, every cultural people. It's just a lifestyle.
Mm-hmm. We global. It definitely went global. All right. Did you get a chance to see the video?
No, sir.
All right.
Just got off the plane.
All right. No worries. No worries. Welcome. All right. So for you, those of you that seen the video, let's get your opinions. Timmy, you were saying something about the video. You don't like the representation of it. Speak on it.
No, because if you're gonna see the history, right? It's just like people telling us part of the damn story, right? If you're gonna tell the damn story, tell the whole goddamn story. Don't leave nothing out. So that's where my thing is with some of these bloggers that put together so-called definition or they're explaining from their point of view. I want to hear the whole story, just like you would want to hear the whole story. You don't want to hear part of the story and then, down the line, wait a minute, they left out this person. Why they didn't mention? So my thing is just tell the whole damn story. Don't leave people out that made a mark that just because they didn't become mainstream and cross over, they still made a mark with someone else that was coming up you know, up under them have them use their style to make it so it can be mainstream. So that's all I'm saying about that. Just
All
tell
right,
the whole goddamn story.
all
Don't
right.
leave
So
nothing out.
let me, at the risk of sounding redundant, like I said, we got 3 videos, we got 10 questions. That is just a sample of what it is. That's why the panel is here, so you guys can fill in the blanks. If you feel like that the video misrepresented the principal parties, then that's what you named them. But trust me, we got more to come. We got this whole type. Patty, did you agree with the video or disagree with the video?
I pretty much agreed with it because like they was telling like some stuff that I didn't know, and some of the stuff that we were already talking about anyways at the beginning when we were going around talking about what is hip hop. You know, so basically, yeah, it's like because like no matter who you're talking to or who's talking about the subject of hip hop or whatever we might be talking about, yeah, you're only gonna get part of the story and you ain't gonna get the whole scenario, but you're gonna get the gist of it from that person's point of view. So yeah.
Well said, well said. So was it informative?
Yeah, it was informative.
Okay, well then that's what we aimed for.
Now, hold on, Dave. Let me say one thing. The only reason why I say that, right, is because you are pushing those who definitely had planted the seed and pioneered the whole thing to, you know, propel it into mainstream. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because, you know, when people talk about rappers singing on records, you have the fantastic 5 Freaks that was singing, the Cold
You
Crush
know what?
Brothers
Hold
that
on,
was
hold on, hold on,
singing
hold on, hold
on
on.
records
Hold on.
and rapping.
Timmy, let me do this for you. Everybody else, just hold tight. So, as I said before, some of y'all here, Timmy is a rap historian, so he's like an authority where it comes to that. He's probably owned basically every rap record that he can get his hand on, a cassette and DVD, CDs and then some, and including the underground tapes and stuff like that. So if you guys could just bear with us real quick, Timmy, in 1 minute, can you just give us an overview of who are some of the pioneers of early rap? And you got 60 seconds, and the clock starts now.
You got well, you can say the whole Sugar Hill record, the whole entourage that they had on Sugar Hill record. And then once now those dudes was knocking at the door, right?
You got
All
60
those
seconds, you gotta start naming
Funky
names.
4+1, Treacherous 3, Cold Crush Brothers, Fantastic 5 Freaks, they were all knocking at the door. Once Run DMC came with their rock box, they bust down the doors and let everybody in. Now everybody yeah. And that's when hip hop really went mainstream once they did. Because once Run DMC did their rock song, everybody that was coming up after them wanted to do a rock song. That goes from Salt and Pepper to KRS-One. Everybody that came after Run DMC, even the Fat Boys, and they tried to eliminate the Fat Boys like they wasn't part of the genre too.
All right, that's your time. That's your time. But I'm gonna tell you this. I think you left out an intricate building block, one of the foundations. You left out Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five, Melly Mel and them. And that's why I asked you to indicate the pioneers, and you left out an intricate part of the puzzle because they are instrumental in rap going to the next level.
Hold on, Dave. Real talk, right quick, Dave. The one who's really okay. The one who really kicked down the doors for people to come in was this kid named Curtis Blow. Curtis Blow,
Yep.
everyone knew, and hold on, everybody knew underground on the basketball courts and block parties in the South Bronx. Curtis Blow is king. He just didn't get a chance out there because they was looking for groups and not solo artists. Once he got the contract, the solo artist, then he brought Run, and Run brought DMC, which made DMC. They crossed over when they did the rock and roll stuff of Rock Sparks. That was a crossover song. You know what I'm saying to you with the rock and roll, because that's the only way they can get played or get airplayed nationwide, which we all know MTV before the undergrounds of the videos. You know what I'm saying to you? But when it came to really who really kicked down the doors for niggas, for people, it was Curtis Blow, man. Curtis Blow, you go to the Bronx now, South Bronx, everyone knows Curtis Blow is king. Because why? He the one who said, yo, a solo guy like a LL Cool J or a Fat Joe or 50 can get a record contract. And you don't even have to come with a group of sevens and y'all splitting 7 cents between 7 people. You dig what I'm saying to you? I'm good.
All right, so because you guys y'all have the tendency to veer off.
Can I say this? Shout out to Nas. Hip hop is always dying and incognating itself, reinventing itself into something else. That's why when they had the gangs and stuff, and the Sugar Hill gangs and the Furious Five and all those people, it changed into the solo scene, and then it went back into like a mini group, which was the DMCs, and you know what I'm saying? And then they actually changed from the rock over back to something else, and it just kept dying and reinventing itself, dying and reinventing itself.
So I'm trying to stay on point and keep structure in this, and you guys, you keep just like jumping off course. Now I'm gonna go to question 2 because I'm trying to get through these questions. I know if I let you guys stare the shit, we ain't gonna get through all the questions. So the second question is what was the first rap song you ever heard? Where were you and what was you doing when you heard it? Let's go to Robert. Robert, what was the first rap song you ever heard and what was you doing and where were you?
I probably was with my family, with my brothers, and like you said, him and Gary had a lot of rap music. So I listened probably to my first rap music with my family, and I really can't tell you which one it was because we don't listen to a lot. I don't want to say Curtis Blow. I don't want to say the group that dropped their album in 1970, their first record. I mean, we come from a family of listening to all type of music, so we went from one genre of music right into the next. So I know I was with my family, but I can't really tell you the exact song that was my first rap record.
Okay, that's fair. Kiana, what was the first rap song you ever heard and where was you and what was you doing?
Probably was a rapper's delight. Probably in the living room, listening to radio. Family.
Do you recall the station?
I don't know. It's probably WILD.
Okay. Patsy, what was the first rap song you ever heard and where was you and what was you doing?
I don't know. I'm like Robert. I must have been with my family, or I was just because I had like a clock radio in my room, so I was probably listening to that and just chilling, or getting ready to go to sleep, because a lot of times I listen to that, so I don't know. I listen to all kind of music, so it's like I don't even know what or I was like going to school on the van or something, and someone was playing the radio and had a song on. So I don't know what it was, what I was doing. I know I was just listening to music at one point, whether it was at home or going to school and stuff, you know?
Okay. Tanya, what was the first rap song you ever heard, and
Well,
what was you doing?
I'm gonna say I can't tell you which was the first one, so I'm gonna give you the top three, and I'm gonna give you where I heard them at. The top three was the Africa Bambaataa song that was just mostly instrumental.
Planet Rock.
Yeah, Planet
Right.
Rock, and then Curtis Blow, and then Rapper's Delight. It was a
Curtis
block
Blow,
party.
what song? These Are the Breaks. So
These Are the Breaks with Curtis Blow,
Yeah.
and then Rapper's Delight. It was at a block party, family, a barbecue. It was like a neighborhood type of thing, a neighborhood block party.
Timmy, same question. Where were you? What was the song, first rap song you ever heard?
My first rap song I heard, I was on Theodore Street, and my cousins and them had played Blowfly, and then I heard definitely Curtis Blow, but I think Rapper's Delight came out before These Are the Breaks.
It did.
And then Run DMC. Those are the four records that I heard, because I wouldn't count African Bambaataa as rapping, because
it's
people usually just break dance off it. They only say a couple of words here and there amongst the break, but that was mainly a breakdancing record or a pop and locking record.
All right. Sean, what was the first hip hop? I'm gonna say it like that. What was the first hip hop song you ever heard, and where were you when you heard it?
Well, it was Rapper's Delight, and I was at snuck out to a block party on Evans Street. Evans Street Park.
Elijah, same question.
Mine was it was Columbia Point. It was at a block party. Aunt Darlene brought a new album, and it was the 12-inch version of Rapper's Delight. Then the first song I fell in love with on starting to learn how to rap was a song called Super Rhyme. And the first song that I wanted to learn how to pop and lock was a song called Scorpio.
Okay. Gregory, what was the first hip hop song you ever heard, and where was you, and what was you doing?
I think it's kind of ill from my generation, because we're coming from the golden era of hip hop. So at that time, hip hop was just thriving, and I could hear all types of music on the radio, aside from what y'all are saying, from the breakdancing and all. And that's what you gotta understand. They really stole our music and started beating us in the streets and stuff. And then once we started finding a different type of music and hanging together again, they're telling you to stop all that hippity hop stuff. And then it ended up turning into gangsta. It's like a real live lesson of the culture if you look at the music coming from the 70s to the 80s to the 90s. So I was listening to all types. My first rap song I wouldn't be able to remember really, but I remember them talking about me being in front of the TV looking at videos like Tootsie Roll and stuff with the girls dancing, shaking their buttons.
The video that you sitting in front of the TV. So if you equating that to that first experience, that was Rex in Effect.
Yes, sir.
Do is whatever that
zoom in the boom
boom. Yeah.
Rex in Effect.
Yep. Okay. So did I get everybody? Kiana, did I get you?
No.
Yes, I did.
Yes, you did.
All right. So I think the first song that I ever heard, rap song, was.
I don't think you got Uncle Rob.
I did get robbed.
Right.
He said he was he was with his family.
Oh yeah, he got robbed.
And the first time I ever heard a rap song too was I think it was on the car, in the car on the radio going to Theodore Street, and it was Rapper's Delight. That's the first rap song I heard, and at that time I didn't know what the distinction was. I didn't know that it was called rap at that time, but that was the first rap song I've ever heard. Tanya, what's the third question, darling?
Oh, you gonna ask me that now? Hold on.
Does anybody else have the questions pulled up?
My phone closed up on me. Hold on, I got it. Third question. I got it.
Everybody open up your questions.
I got it. Who is your favorite hip hop artist?
Okay, so let's start with you. Who's your favorite hip hop artist? And when I ask you that question, I'm referring to, I want to know what your favorite male hip hop artist is, what's your favorite female, what's your favorite duo, and what's your favorite group? All right, Tanya, you first.
Oh my God. So let me see. Oh, Jesus. I don't have a favorite. Like, I can tell you who I listen to as far as females is concerned was Queen Latifah and MC Light.
Right.
Duo would be Salt and Pepper.
That's two.
Right.
And then the male, let's see, male hip hop. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot Ron DMC.
So that's
one of my.
That's your duo for the guys. Go ahead. That's
yeah, and then let's see, my favorite male artist, right?
Come on, we know who it is. Let's go.
Who is it?
LL Cool J. Let's go.
Nah, not really. not really.
Ladies love Cool J. Go ahead.
Yeah, they do, but no, only because of his lips. But
that's why. Go ahead.
But who? Okay, this might be strange to you guys, but I love Ludacris. And I'm gonna have to say Snoop was my first male artist that I actually bought his CD.
All right, so that's your pick. Let's go to Sean. Sean, what's your favorite hip hop artist, male, female, duo, and group?
DMX, MC Light. I like Eric B and Rakim. And let's see. As far as group goes, and this is and I like these cats. I don't know, people might not consider them hip hop, but to me they were. I like De La Soul.
They're hip hop.
Yeah.
They're part of the genre.
And shout out to my boy Dave,
you know what?
who just passed. Shout out to him.
Sorry, I left out a Tribe Called Quest. I know you asked for.
No, that's all right.
Yeah, there you go.
And is that all?
That's it. I mean, there's more, but that's it.
Did you give your female duet or group?
My female duet? Ooh.
Yeah.
No, I mean, Salt and Pepper is all that I knew.
Okay. All right, that's fair.
But they weren't my favorites.
Well, if you had to get one, you're going to throw it in there because that's your old faithful, the go-to one.
That's it. That's all I know.
Hold on. Hey, Sean, you like potholes in my lawn? I'm gonna clown you, shit.
We're gonna go to you next, and then we're gonna go to Timmy. Go ahead.
All right, give me the order, man. That's a loud question. Give me
he wants your order.
Favorite hip hop artist, male, female, duo, and group.
Okay. All right. Favorite hip hop artist. I have to say Tupac Shakur.
That's one.
Favorite duo, of course, Run DMC.
That's two.
Favorite group. I gotta say Wu-Tang.
That's three.
Oh.
That's three.
What's the next? What's the other two?
Females. You got the females left.
Oh, my fault. My favorite female. All right, she only dropped one album, but I have to say The Boss. But because she only dropped one album, like Lauryn Hill, you know what I mean? I mean, really, can I really like choose her?
No, that is your choice is your choice. No one is questioning it. Now, what's your duo?
For females, I gotta go with Salt and Pepper. I'm looking like there was no dual females out there.
All right, that's your classic. And do you have a female group? Well, Salt and Pepper could be considered as a dual war group, but go ahead.
Can I substitute the girl group for another dude group?
No.
Female group. I'm definitely not gonna say JJ Fad. Female group.
If you don't have one, it's okay.
I'm thinking like, what was a female group?
TLC.
But they were singing. They R&B
hip hop. Your time is up, Timmy. It's your turn. And hip hop artist.
All right.
Male, female, duo, and group.
All right. My favorite female artists are the Queen.
Queen
Latifah, who? The Queen Latifah.
All right, that be
MC Light. Salt and Pepper.
That's the two.
Shantae, Roxanne Shantae.
Timmy.
And MC Shy Rock. Those are my.
What is your favorite male artist, hip hop artist?
Tupac, Big, X, Rakim, Nas.
What is your favorite duo, male duo?
My favorite duo, EPMD, Run DMC, Super Lover C, and Casanova Run.
That's enough.
Hold on. Hey, Dave.
I know. I already know what you're about to say. I already know. I stopped them.
Timmy takes it to the extreme.
I already know.
You shouldn't have. I was done with 5 on
Patsy. Patsy, what is your favorite?
Want to do dudes?
Patsy, what's your favorite hip hop artist? Male, female, and duo and group. And if you do not have one, it's okay to say that too. Everybody, go ahead, Patsy.
I do like Salt and Pepper.
That's one.
Queen Latifah.
That's two.
Like for the life of me, I know his face, but I can't think of his name. Oh my God, I can't even think. Oh my.
Don't worry, go on to the next one.
LL Cool J.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking of. LL Cool J.
Go ahead.
Lauryn Hill.
Okay.
I think I didn't. That was second female.
What's your favorite duo male hip hop artist?
I can't even think of like male.
Backstreet.
She ain't said. Hush you.
Wait a minute. Is it a white group?
That's the Blackstreet Boys. The Blackstreet Boys.
Don't worry about it, Patsy. They trying to trip you up. Is that your answer?
I know Backstreet Boys. They're like a white band group.
Mm-hmm.
really hip
from London anyway.
No, they. Oh Jesus. Kiana, what is your favorite hip hop artist, male, female, duo, and group?
I see. I thought about this. And I have to say, I like some old school artists and I love new school artists. So this is going to be a hard for me task or question.
I got a
What
top
everybody
5.
else
Don't
did.
worry.
I
do what-
can't.
Just
All right,
do what
so what was
everybody else did.
no, because I
Oh,
thought of
that's
it both. So like I say female rapper, old school would be MC Light.
One,
New school would be I'm liking Lola Brooks right now, and so yeah, so oh no, but Cardi B is right there. So those three.
Yeah.
so that,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
basically.
I didn't know we could go new school. I'm a Cardi.
Well, Tanya, as you see, everybody's making up as they go along, dog. Go ahead, Kiana.
So then it was what was it? And then it was
Male and duos.
So old school would be this is hard. I'm gonna go new school and then I'll think of old school. Drake.
Okay.
And then old school would be whose album did I kill until it popped or broke or I'm gonna have to say Ghostface.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and then
what's the group or duo?
Group or duo back then would be Salt and Pepper.
That's the female.
Female. Males would be Mobb Deep.
Oh, that's okay.
What was it? Now what's the other one?
Group.
Who? Group or crew? Group would be old school would probably be like Wu-Tang.
Mm-hmm.
And new school would probably be ASAP. So that's ASAP Rocky, ASAP Ferg, so all of them.
Okay. I didn't even know they exist. Robert.
Oh wait,
it's called the ASAP Mob.
Thank you. Thank you, Greg.
Go ahead, Tanya. You was gonna say something?
Yeah,
thank you, Greg.
I just wanted to throw the group out
You're
there.
welcome.
Outkast.
Yeah. Okay. You got it. Robert, it's on you.
Rest in peace, my man Tupac. Number one. Then we go to Biggie. Then we go to my man from the new era, Rob Wade.
Mm-hmm.
Now, for dual, Run DMC. And I'm just gonna leave it with them because they were the kings of what they did. For group, we got the Death Squad. I think it was that Keith Murray?
Yeah, Keith Murray, Redman, Eric Sermon.
You got it. And
Little Jamal.
That's a good one.
For females, because I'm just gonna keep it short. For females, from old school, I would tell you right now, The Boss. I just listened to her like maybe 2-3 months ago.
Uh-huh.
The Boss did shit, man. I'm trying to tell you.
You gotta understand it. For dual, I don't got nobody in that category.
So you ain't got no duos?
No, not really.
What about females?
I'm talking about, I already picked duels for the males. Females, I didn't really care about, what they thought they was doing. Because I didn't like Salt and Pepper.
Okay. Gregory, it's your turn.
I'm gonna mess me up with that one, dog. I was gonna say, what about
I'm
Salt
gonna
and
do
Pepper?
hip hop first, and then I'm gonna do the new school stuff because they make their own type of music now. I don't
But
know.
wait a minute, hold on. Can I just add to one thing?
Mumble
The
rap.
Boss and Little Kim, and for for a group with a girl in it was my other group, but she was the girl in it. Foxy Brown, The Firm.
All right, Gregory.
Those are two excellent choices.
All right, so I got a top 5 for hip hop. It's Pac, Big, Method Man, Nas, and DMX.
What is this? Your top 20?
Just
five.
go with it. Just go with it. Go ahead.
And the for group, I would say the Lox is one of the greatest groups of all time, and Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang gotta be in there. And for duo, I'm gonna stick with Mobb Deep. And for the new school, I'm gonna say Future and Drake. And I think they're on my top 3 for people that's rapping nowadays. Future, Drake, and Kendrick Lamar. I mess with Kendrick too.
What's your female selection?
Females, I would do Lil' Kim off the rip. And nowadays, I would be listening to Cardi and Lola. I like Lotto too, but hip hop wise, I'm messing with Lola more than Lotto.
Okay, that's it, right? Because you done gave us.
I don't think that's it. I touched every. And Jay-Z, the honorable mention.
All right, Jay-Z, the honorable mention. Okay, did I get everybody? Because if not, hold on.
You don't want to get the rules, Dave.
I know. Yeah, listen, that's your people. They don't know how to follow the rules. So I'm gonna try to.
How you gonna shorten 50 years by just one person? You can't do that.
I know who I'm talking to. That's why I made it
Hey, Dave.
Can I get mine? Can I get mine before y'all go on?
Go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead, Dave.
I'm trying to stay within the rules. All right. My favorite male rapper gotta be Tupac. My favorite female rapper is the Brat. My favorite duo, for rappers, male rappers, EPMD. My favorite female duo rappers gotta be Salt-N-Pepa. My favorite group is like Robin said, Death Squad. Gotta go with Death Squad all day long because that Death Squad is an extension of the Hit Squad as well. So Death Squad all day long. And do I got a female group?
Yeah, I got here this female group.
Female group.
Thank God, Dave.
No, I don't. I just got the duo. That's Salt-N-Pepa, and that's what I got. All right, what was you gonna say, Elijah?
I was. I'm just cracking up laughing like, yo, me and T had. Listen, when it comes to hip hop, this is why I love hip hop. When it comes to hip hop, you can't just pick one. You can't. You
All
can't.
Right, but y'all gonna have to pick one. Tanya, go. What's the next question?
Can I give an honorable mention to Finesse and
Let's just let
Sinquist?
everybody give an honorable mention. Go ahead.
As Finesse and Sinquist as a duo.
Okay. But I couldn't put them over Salt-N-Pepa. But I understand that. Go ahead.
Yeah.
What's your honorable mention? And honorable mention is one.
Who you talking to?
Timmy.
Who?
I thought you was waiting for the next question, Dave.
Sean.
I
knew you was gonna do that.
I'm gonna throw Sweet Tea in there.
All right, that's it.
I'll pick
I said one, Sean.
Honorable mention in any category.
Any
not category, but any KRS-One.
All right.
Yes, thank you, Sean. That was gonna be mine.
Elijah.
Yeah, Sean, you redeemed yourself on that one. KRS-One.
Thank you, sir.
My I would have to say DMX.
All right. Tanya, what's your honorable mention?
We was talking about her last week, Remy.
Okay, Remy,
you mentioned DMX in your damn thing.
Hey, I gotta throw my boy Young Jeezy in there.
No, you already did your honorable mention.
Young
You said
Jeezy.
You said Jay-Z. Patsy?
Young Jeezy.
I'll say TLC.
TLC? Oh, that's a good one.
Oh.
Yeah, I just thought about
That's hip-hop.
You didn't say R&B hip-hop.
No, that's R&B. That's
Stop. Guys, we're not going to dispute this. We'll get to it. You're going to see why I said that. Hip-hop, yeah, it's hip-hop. TLC is hip hop.
Well, Dave, we could have said our list would have been totally different. I
You
would
could
have
have,
threw
but
Lauryn Hill real
you
fast,
listen.
kid.
I
Don't
would have said Mary real fast.
Lauryn Hill is
hey.
the honorable
Y'all
mention of
getting
honorable
y'all getting
mentions.
off topic. Y'all getting off topic.
Okay,
Lauryn Hill
okay,
is
wait.
the best.
Did everybody get their honorable?
Word.
No, we didn't.
What's your honorable mention?
Of course, I'm gonna have to go with my man Scarface.
All right, you get that. And if I got if I got an honorable mention,
Good one, Barbino. Good
mine's
one.
gonna be LL Cool J. All right. So
Okay, the next question.
Yeah.
Do you watch rap videos and what network?
All right, Tanya, you first.
I don't watch. When I did watch it, I watched them on BET.
BET. Do you remember what the name of the show was?
Rap City or Video Soul.
Oh, you're real. You're real. All right, Patsy. What did you watch rap videos? Which channel? What network?
It would be like BT, MTV. What was that other one? VH1.
Okay, so that's current date. That's MTV too, I believe. VH1 is.
Yeah, but
It used to be it used to be video something station, so that's what VH1 stood for.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I stand corrected. I learn something every day. Sorry about that, Patsy. You was right. BT, VH1, MTV. All right. Ooh, okay.
Old school.
Timmy. You watch rap videos? What channel did you watch it on? What's the network?
Yo, MTV Raps and BET. And Fox on 68. They had a video show on there too. They were showing a lot of
I think that was 66 or something.
Yeah. They showed videos on there. So those are the three stations that I saw videos on.
All right, Sean.
Sorry. Yo, MTV Rap and Rap City.
Those was your two?
Those are my two.
Elijah, what channel did you watch rap videos and what network?
Before it was cable, man, I used to watch Friday night videos. Don't laugh at me. Before it was cable, Friday night videos. When cable came, it was MTV, and then it was Yo MTV Raps. But in New York, it was a thing called jukebox. It used to come on. It was underground stuff, and then that's when you know what I mean. It was videos was like it was very interesting. I was in Franklin Field watching my regulars, underground, of course, BT, all day.
Okay.
Yeah, all day.
Gregory, what was the networks that you watch rap videos on if you watch rap videos?
We was the golden era, BET, MTV, MTV2, MTV Jams, hip hop video, all types of stuff, man. BT Uncut, BT After Dark, all types.
The network was BET and MTV.
Because they are those other stations that he's mixing were part of
Your
the
question
same
and
station.
response time is real bad. Bobby, what was the network that you watch rap videos on?
I watch Rap City and Yo MTV Raps or whatever it was called. Those are the two. That's what I was watching on. And then I just stopped watching it.
Who else? Kiana, did I get you yet? Kiana?
No, it was BET, MTV, as Patsy said, VH1, which was Video Hits 1, and currently is YouTube.
All right. So I get everybody. All right, so it's my turn. So I got one for y'all. Do y'all remember BNN? BNN was the show rap video.
Boston Neighborhood Network News.
BNN used to show
Did a
rap
video there.
videos based upon the local rap videos and stuff like RSO and like videos that was made from rap
Exactly.
shows and stuff.
LOG.
Dawn Day.
I used to watch MTV, Yo MTV Raps, and I used to watch Rap City. All right,
We hear you,
what's the
Sister
next
K.
question?
We gotta say 106 in Park too. 106
Oh,
in Park could never be forgotten.
Oh yeah,
That
but
was
that's
on
BET. That's
BET.
BET. I said network, but 106 is the show. Tanya, what's the next question?
Have you aspired to be a rapper? Was your attire influenced by rap videos?
Okay, now everybody gotta be honest on here because I know every single one of y'all thought y'all could rap or y'all emulated what you see on TV when it came to your clothing. If not, tell me I'm wrong. We'll start with you, Tanya. Did you ever aspire to be a rapper?
No, I never aspired to be a rapper.
Was you influenced by the clothing wore in the videos, the rap videos?
No, I'm influenced by the culture.
Okay.
Not the clothes in the video.
Did your clothing?
You didn't dance or wear clothes
that wasn't
like
that
they
wasn't
had in the video?
What did you wear any of the clothing? Did you try to dress like them? I think you said.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Timmy.
Hey, Dave, back then they was dressing like us, kid.
Well, hold on. Let me get to you. We got to keep order now. Timmy.
Yeah.
Did you aspire? Are you an aspiring rapper? Did you ever want to be a rapper?
Oh yeah. From the time 82, when I started saving my lunch money, I used to get $2 a day. I saved it up for the whole week or 2 weeks, depending on what I wanted to get. If I wanted to get a 12-inch single, then that was like $4.50. So and then if I save my week later, I can get an album and the 12-inch.
Okay, but listen, bro, you taking it in a whole different direction. I actually was you an aspiring rapper, or did you ever?
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. Well, from me buying records, made me wanted to get into it, but I also had vocal cords where I can sing. So once I, heard other rappers like Fantastic, Five Freaks, and Cold Crush, and Grandmaster Flash and them singing and rapping, hey, I could do that too. I can sing, rap, dance, all that.
Sound like you're trying to recite one of my old rhymes, but go ahead.
But, it's all about the people who you get in contact with. And I was inspired, and, I still got air for music and still got skills to write if I put my mind to it. So I mean, you never once you it's like ride the bike. Once you learn to do things, you never forget how to do it. It's all about how you lay the foundation and the format to get that out there, but you never ever lose your drive or mentality as far as knowing music, good music when you hear it, and music that ain't about nothing. It's just a fact.
All right, so bring it back. What about the clothing? Was you influenced by what you saw in the videos?
Yeah, what?
was you influenced by the clothing? Did you try to emulate what you saw in the video?
Oh
Did you
yeah,
try to dress like-
everything, every aspect about hip hop. That's what me and G was about. Our whole every aspect was about hip hop.
Okay. Sean, did you ever want to be a rapper? Did you try to dress like them? What you
No
saw in the
sir,
video?
no sir to both questions.
Hmm.
I was square. I was a Michael Jackson guy. I was penny loafers, Jordache jeans, and gator sweaters.
Oh, Mr. Smooth. Moonwalk on the
Nothing
chick,
wrong with
huh?
that, brother. Nothing wrong with that.
Right.
All right, that being
A
said,
penny for your thought.
Elijah, did you ever want to be a rapper and did you try to dress like what you saw in the videos?
I was like, shiz, kid. You know what I'm saying to you? Gator, you know what I mean? Blue collar, slacks, penny loafers.
All right, that's easy. Gregory,
Almost like I said earlier, it's our culture. And nowadays, everybody's a rapper. Even back then, probably, because if we think about it, when we call somebody different, we're only calling them different because they're they're not fitting the genre of the hip hop thing that we got going on with our culture. If you're not doing that, you're different to us.
mm-hmm. And was you
Hold
different?
on, hold on,
Was
hold
you
on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Let me bring
Am
my
I
answer.
lying? You just even
Nah,
Sean just
nah, nah, nah,
categorized himself as
G,
totally
G,
different with his
G,
whole
G,
outfit
G. It's
from the
not,
whole
nah.
hip hop scene.
G, I wasn't saying about that. I was talking about my answer. Hey, Dave, when it came to hip hop, I was a renaissance. I was just like Timmy. Anything that hip hop had to offer, contribute, I was one of the first in the field and also one of the first of going out there and try to do it. You know what I mean? Why? Because that's how much I understood the streets and how you can see back in those days, me having no sisters and brothers, nobody wasn't seeing the fun we was doing. And they was always trying to pump out poverty, danger, poverty, danger, poverty, and danger. But when hip hop came out there, everybody wanted to be part of this poverty and danger stuff. You know what I mean? And I was very, you know what I mean, proud and want to contribute to that. You know what I'm saying to you? I knew all you had to do was have heart to be different. If you want to, you know what I'm saying, be an MC or a poet, be an MC or poet. If you want to be an artist, tag and be an artist. You got to remember the lead school. The reason why is a paint there on the lead school is because I put my name on there and they had to repaint it. That's why you see those colorful trees on the walls.
You
This is
doing it
facts.
again. You doing it again. But we ain't gonna say nothing. We ain't gonna
Telling
say.
on yourself, yeah, stop
Yeah,
that.
you doing it again.
Nah, they
You doing
already know. It's all right.
This
That's
is
that's
They know
all.
now.
That's
They
that
know
cold
now.
case from the 80s, man.
Right. That's
Oh wow.
right. But that's
No,
facts though.
I'm
That's
being
facts.
different.
Everybody, listen. Check it, Dave. Everyone in the field knew that. Everyone. It was APPLE, kid.
Now,
Everyone
once
right there
this,
in the
now
lead school.
I'm gonna tell you what I told you last week. Once this video goes up, everybody else gonna know about it now. Before it was
Nah,
like
that's cool.
you did
That's
it, but
cool. I
now,
ain't messing with nobody's heart. I was just, you know what I'm
it's
saying to you.
40
It's
years
hip hop.
later in the goddamn
all
way.
right, Gregory, finish your answer.
Oh, I think I was finished at that point.
I asked you, so you're telling me that you was influenced, and did you ever want to be a rapper?
That's what I was saying. It's our culture, and everybody's a rapper now. It doesn't even matter if I want to, but yeah, I rap. I rap a
Okay.
whole bunch of
All
things, you
right,
know.
that's what I'm saying. You put some
I
bass
rap when I
behind
sleep.
that.
I
Yeah,
rap when
you
I
a great
sneeze.
MC. You rap. You a
I mean, put
MC.
some
You a
bass behind
lyricist.
that.
You rap. You a lyricist, kid.
I
Stop
could rap
playing,
some
kid. My
circles
fault.
around people's
My fault.
heads, you know.
All right, so I mean, you didn't say that. Robert, did you ever
What?
want to be a rapper? And was you influenced by the attires that you seen on the screen, on the videos, in the videos?
Yeah, when I was growing up, I wanted to be a rapper.
What was your
You
rap
see how
name?
far I was actually in the rap group with my brothers. So we called ourselves the Sound Effects, and we did, we did some shows. We probably would have went far if we was managed and produced by a different person. I don't think the manager or the person that was working with us, I don't think that he was doing the job to his fullest, or maybe he needed more help than I imagined.
I would say he needed more financial backing. He didn't have financial backing.
But he comes from the Johnson crew, so they made money. I don't know what he did with his money. Now I'll go on to say, moving forward, watching the videos and how they was dressing in them. Yeah, I was influenced. I mean, I dressed it like some of them, and then I set my own, trend.
Yeah, we know you did. Orange Carrot Top. Kiana, did you ever want to be a rapper?
No, I did not. I wanted to be I wanted to be a DJ.
Let's Cinderella.
Oh shit! Get the hell out of here, Kiana.
Yeah, I always wanted to be a DJ. Go ahead.
Was you influenced by the
You want to be the next Cinderella, huh?
Yeah, I did.
Damn, Kay, I wish I would have known that, dog. I would have fed that. That's dope. Real talk.
Yeah, it's funny. You ever think like, damn, if I did, I would have been da. But yes, I didn't want to be a rapper. I wanted to be a DJ. And yes, I was semi-influenced by, I mean, of course, we was influenced by the clothes. I still remember when I got Run DMC's sweatshirt for Christmas. I was loving and rocking the hell out of that damn thing. So yeah, of course we was influenced.
Patsy,
let me ask you, Kiana, did you ever cut your hair like?
No, that's the one thing. My sister wanted the salt and pepper shave on the side. I never wanted to ever shave my hair. I might wanted to have curls or,
so you wasn't
whatever, but
you wasn't allowed.
No, I didn't. I never had the desire to be the crazy one with my hair. Still not that way.
I'm about to say, I don't think that's one of your. You're not daring when it comes to that.
Hey, Dave.
My two sisters did the same thing. They did that.
Now colors, yes, but not no styles.
Right.
Hold on 1 second, Elijah. You gotta be fair to Patsy. Patsy, same question. Did you ever want to be a rapper, and was you influenced?
Of course, MC Pat.
Nah, I really didn't want to be a rapper. I wasn't as that inspiring today, but I did was influenced by some of the clothing styles and stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Let's do Tanya, and then we'll come back to you, Elijah. Tanya.
What?
Did we get to you?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so Elijah, real quick.
Hey, you see how hip hop is so ill, right? That when it comes to what you put on like this, like me personally, I like the little interview that you show because it's a summary. It's a summary. It ain't gonna show, details. You be here for like a week. It's hip hop and it's always involving, you know what I mean? Like Gregory said. But when you say the clothes, you think about it, Dave, we're people, especially black people from the or any whatever nation black people. I don't care what nationality you are, as long as you got melanin. We're a whole different new people. And we got a genre, dog. 50 states, hip hop. You know how huge that is, kid? You got London boys talking like us. We know that experience because of camp. You got Australian boys talking like us. Kid, drill music?
Well, we to be honest about it, when it came to South Athol, they didn't know nothing about hip hop until the Boston
again.
They got people that speak with Asian accents.
Hold on, Gregory.
Filipinos and Vietnamese people are rapping.
Hold on, Gregory. This is very important, like you say, the golden era of hip hop. When we was at that place called Morgan Memorial Fresh Air Camp, that was in Athol, Massachusetts. This place was a heaven in the sense of culture.
International stuff.
Exactly. It was like
international,
icon.
and when it came to that hip hop, And the way they was eating it like dog food on methadone mild, it
Wow,
was
yeah.
something new in the sense of what is that? I got it. That's why I said it can be never another genre like hip hop because it came from the lowest of low. And can I keep it 110? It came from the projects where they say you can't make it out nowhere. The projects where your death certificate is your birth certificate. The projects. And look what we have done. Look from the United States of
Exactly.
America. We're gumbo soups from Caribbeans, gumbo soups from Europeans who in the sense of royalty, but don't get it twisted. We know who we are when it comes to our own self-worth. We're the Wizard of Oz of the whole United States and the whole world. And the whole world owes the Black people in the United States. And hip-hop is an example. I'm done.
All right, now Tanya, go to the next question.
Okay, next question. Who was the first hip hop artist to procure a sneaker deal?
All right, Tanya, start with you.
We already know that.
I'm gonna say Run DMC.
All right,
of course.
Timmy.
They definitely Run DMC. That they open the doors for other people to
All
get.
right, just stay right there, Sean.
I'll agree with everybody. Run DMC.
Elijah.
I have to say Rockefeller, excuse me.
You know what? Take your hand and smack yourself 10 times. Gregory.
Yeah, there was other people that did it before, but Kanye did it the best.
No, you see, listen to the question. Smack yourself too. I'm not doing this with y'all tonight. Go to Robbie. Robbie, same question.
Hey, Kanye got some ugly ass sneakers.
And that's besides the point. Robbie, who was the first hip hop artist to procure a sneaker or shoe deal? Y'all ain't listened to the question.
Run DMC, Adidas.
Kiana.
My Adidas.
Duchess, you still with us?
Yeah, I agree with I agree with Robert. It was Run DMC, Adidas. But I don't know if the Adidas really gave them a deal, or did they put Adidas on?
They gave them a deal.
Yeah, they did.
Okay, all right.
They made them give them a deal.
Yeah, they made them because they were basically making hand over fist money for them.
They was wearing them Adidas with no shoelaces.
Question.
Kiana, why do you think they had the Adidas sneaker on their chain? They were the only niggas that rocked that because Adidas gave them a deal. They put a sneaker on their chain.
Patsy?
That was good, Dave.
Like, when I was looking at that question, I was like, I don't even know the answer to that one. But with all the answer with Run DMC, that makes a lot of sense.
Okay. So the answer is Run DMC, as far as I know, and everybody fact check that if you all differ in opinion.
Based on your
Kanye for
question,
2024.
Yeah, go ahead,
that
Sean.
was Jay-Z. Based on your question, was Jay-Z.
Jay-Z was the first hip hop artist to.
Thank you, Rockaware.
No, it's the F. Dot
Right
Carter.
there,
It wasn't Rockaware.
Based on your question, because that was a tricky question.
Wait, let's Sean make
Jay-Z came after.
Timmy, let's
The
Sean
F. Dot Carter. I'm telling you, we used to listen. It was him and then the G Unit.
They don't have.
He's
they
right.
got
He's
their
right.
faces on Adidas sneakers and all that. Come on.
No,
Jay-Z didn't get no sneaker deal to 2003. Let's talk
don't
about
mean that. Okay, hold on.
Exactly.
Hold on.
Here's the
Hold on, y'all can't talk
Hold
that
on.
much. Let Sean finish his
Listen,
initial question.
David,
break it down,
David,
Shiz.
ask your question, because your question was tricky to us. It wasn't tricky, but it was straightforward. We just didn't listen to it.
Tanya, you want to read the question again?
Yeah. Who was the first hip hop artist to procure a sneaker deal?
Okay, you guys got it?
John Carter and G Unit.
No, it was Jay-Z.
Yeah, he's right.
All right, now tell me why you believe that to be so.
It was Jay-Z and somebody's going all the way back to 2012. I mean 2003, and it was actually 2012 because he was the first. Go ahead.
Okay, I want to say this. Run DMC and them got an epic sneaker deal in 1986 when they did their thing in Madison Square Garden. Adidas.
When they took off in their sneakers and told everybody
they
in the
procured
goddamn
a
audience
sneaker
to
deal.
hold up their Adidas sneakers. That's how they
1986.
got
You
their
can do
damn
fact
deal.
checks. Who want to go do a fact check on that?
Yeah, that's how they got the and that was off of their second album.
You're going with that because it says artists. And you're looking at Run DMC as a group, but they're still artists.
Excuse me, but they're
still artists. They're
artists. The device.
Is that why you're saying? Is that why you're saying that, Sean?
Yes, sir.
All right, so let me be clear with you guys. When you sign on the dotted line, and if it's a hip hop artist, you're not signing as just Run DMC. Each individual of that group is the artist. Am I correct in saying this?
Yes.
So when I say which hip hop artist procured a sneaker, who was the first to do it? It was Run DMC.
In 1986.
All the rest of them came after that.
Of course.
They opened the doors for them. I understand what y'all saying.
For the Kanye,
none of that matters because Jesus did it the best.
J that came with his suit sneakers. Everybody else after
let's
Run DMC, they opened up that door.
Let's expand that. So who was the next person to get a sneaker deal? More than likely,
LL Cool J.
Okay, so Timmy says LL Cool J. Sean says it was
I'll say Kumo D.
Oh, you said Kumo D?
I'll say Kumo D because he British Snipes.
I'm gonna take y'all back before that. Y'all forgot. So we talking about sneaker deal, shoe deal. What about Dougie Fresh Balance? Did Dougie sign with Bally's?
No.
Fact check that.
Him and Slick Rick wore Bally's.
But check that.
They changed it from wearing sneakers to wearing dress shoes.
Those was like
the first one with a boot deal is Birdman.
We ain't talking about boots. We talking about nouns. All right, so now you're gonna talk about boot deals. That was what? What was the boot deal?
Y'all don't remember the lugs?
Okay, so be clear.
You can find them right at Payless next to the
he wasn't on there. They had them Tom Brady doing lugs.
No, Timmy, that's not lugs. That's Uggs.
Well, I lied. The only person that did it big that's a black person, he's not hip hop, but he might be. Shaq. Shaq is the
Why isn't Shaq hip hop?
Shaq, that's what I was just saying. That's Iron
Shaq. All three Shaq's albums went platinum.
All right, let's stay on point. Let's stay on point. So if we're talking about sneakers, shoe deals, and stuff like that, Run DMC was the ones to do it first, and then from them they opened up the door for those that follow, be it Jay-Z or any other rap artist, Kanye, and don't forget 50 Cent with G Unit, Reebok. So there were several
others that came 10 years after and they done get their fucking sneaker deal.
And let's years. And Timmy, that's what I just said. You're arguing an unnecessary point. The point is, Run DMC did it first. Everybody followed. Be it their sneaker deals, shoe deals, boot deals, clothing, they all came after Run DMC. Run DMC opened up the door. They paved the way for all of them to do it the way that they did it, be it bigger or lesser. Tanya, what's the next question, darling?
Okay, the next question is, who are the original kings and queens of hip hop, and who can make a claim to the throne today?
And excuse me, whoever's TV that is for background, mute that, please.
Oh, that must.
You got it. Whoever it was, you got it. So again, Tanya, one more time, darling.
Who are the original kings and queens of hip hop, and who can make a claim to the throne today?
Now, let me be clear about this. When I first presented this question, it was just the queens, and Duchess basically corrected me. So that's
You
why.
mean you said it was only kings, and I was like, how the hell you gonna go?
No. When I first introduced it, I said, who are the original queens of hip hop, and who can make claim to?
You didn't say anything about females. You was talking about males, and I was like, wait a minute, what about the females? Oh, we on this misogynistic stuff again.
You probably didn't hear me, but that's what I said. I said queens.
I heard kings, and that's it.
What? So let me just say this to you. Let me just say this to you. Now she's talking about our initial conversation. When I am addressing the queen, why am I going to ask her anything less than if it pertains to one of her sisters? Now let that marinate. Now I'm gonna go with Tanya first.
No, don't come to me first. Go to somebody.
She's tired of being first. I can tell.
Well, Kiana, since you was the one that presented the initial argument, who are the original queens and kings of hip hop?
I mean, if we're gonna go the original, I mean, I guess you would have to go with what is it? What is it? The Furious what is it? 5 plus
Furious 5.
You think that's your claim?
Grandmaster Flash.
No, not them. Not them. What is it? Something 4 plus 1.
Grandmaster.
Oh, Funky 4 plus 1.
Thank you, Funky 4 plus 1. So I guess you'd have to say that.
So those are the original kings. What about queens?
The plus 1 was the female. So I guess if you had to go, if you wanted to go
y'all got some rap historians, but it's gonna be different based upon who you talk. Patsy, do you know anything about this question?
And who can wear the crown now?
Wait, we're gonna come back to that, kid. We're gonna come back to that. Patsy.
Like that, I'm really not sure about the answer to that question. So yeah.
You'll pass?
Yeah, I'll pass on that one.
All right, Robert, same question. Who are the original kings and queens of hip hop? We're gonna come back to the second part of that question. Robert, all right, going once, going twice. Gregory.
I'm right here with you. I had on mute. I'm just gonna go with I'm gonna just listen. It's hard because I'm not going back beyond them. And I'm not gonna go back beyond her either. Queen Latifah was called Queen for a reason. So I'm gonna go with Queen La. And then I'm gonna go with because she's multi-talented. So I'm going with her, and I'm gonna go with them 2 dudes and that DJ called Run DMC.
All right. So that's your answer. Queen Latifah and Run DMC, Jam Master Jay. Gregory, who do you believe the original kings and queens of hip hop are? You guys got to take your phone off mute. I don't know what you're doing at this time. All right, we're going to Elijah. Same question.
Excuse me.
Elijah?
My fault. That's the good week. All right. What was the question?
Original kings and queens
on the mic.
Oh, original? You talking about the real facts or just my imagination? Which one?
Who do you
your opinion?
The original queens of hip hop?
All right. The original facts would be Curtis Blow, and then it would be MC Light. But my opinion, and then it would be LL Cool J and Queen Latifah. But my opinion would be spitting that the Queen, spitting it. I gotta go with Lauryn Hill, man. Right, I gotta go with Lauryn Hill. That's Queen. Hold on. And my king today, spitting it.
We're not doing today yet. We're not doing today.
Okay, I got you.
Sean, same question. Who are the
I'm with
original
Elijah.
Queens?
Curtis Blow and MC Light for me.
Okay. Timmy?
I'm going with the 4 that was from Queens, and that is the Kings. Kings from Queens, the Hollis Queen. That is Run DMC, and the other Queen, the Queens from Queens are Salt and Pepper. You can't.
Hey Tim. Hey Tim, can I get a quick question with you right quick?
Nope, you gotta hold that because we gotta go around. We already at the 9 o'clock hour. Go ahead, Tanya.
I'm gonna go with Queen Latifah and Run DMC. Although I'm tossed between Run DMC and Curtis Blow, actually.
Pick one.
I'm gonna go with Run DMC. They're my favorite.
And Queen Latifah?
Yeah.
I'd like to ask you a question real quick.
All right, Timmy. The reason why I can't go with Run, because you know, Run DMC bit someone else's style. And Curtis Blow, Russell Simmons knew that. You know that. So that's all.
All right, so
Run DMC being somebody else. Curtis Run was called the son of Curtis Blow, which
I'm
means
talking about
that
Run
every show
DMC.
that Curtis Blow was at, Run was there, and
Run
he
DMC bit this style because
listen, guys, pause. That's debatable, and we ain't got time for that. So we gotta go to the second part. We gotta go to the second part. We gotta go to the second part of the question.
Wait, hold on. Wait a minute.
Yes, because Gregory, you don't dip in, dip out.
No, I had to do a run real quick.
Yeah.
But
the question
my kings and queens is gonna be Cedric and Bernie Mac and
no.
I'm messing with you.
That's comedy, girl.
Yeah, Gregory, stupid.
Yeah, you stop trying to be funny. That's the question. Kings and queens of hip hop. Who are they?
I would say from y'all era, I'm gonna say Rakim and LL Cool J.
About this, I said the original.
I'm saying that's original.
Go ahead.
How long has hip hop been alive?
No, wait.
Since the end of the 70s,
Answer your question.
From y'all era is from the when they reached the pinnacle of what I'm thinking is good hip hop music. This just my opinion is what I'm trying to get to, Uncle D. My fault.
Right.
Him and LL Cool J.
What's the woman?
And who's the queen?
I didn't really like Queen Latifah like that, but I guess you could say Queen.
All right, so let me give you. Did I get everybody, Tanya? Did I get you?
Yeah, you got me.
All right. I'm gonna say.
I got to let
the queen.
Excuse me. How could I disrespect?
I got to
the lady.
Hey,
is Little Kim.
Hey,
cut it.
The lady is Little Kim. Sorry.
Guys, let me finish what I was saying. Good Lord. So again, I'm gonna give you mine. I think when it comes to ladies, the queens is first Roxanne Shante and what's the name? Salt and Pepper. When it comes to the kings, I gotta go with Run DMC and Curtis Blow. That's the original kings and queens. That's my opinion. Now,
why you make me choose one then?
Hey Dave, you're my age.
Right.
You sure you're my age, Dave?
I'm sorry.
You sure you're my age, Dave?
I'm not.
Have a nice day, Dave. Really, Dave? That's like potholes in my lawns, man. Come on, this is hip hop, man.
So we're gonna go to the second part of that question. Who can lay claim to the throne present day? Now I'm talking about who can call himself a king and queen present day. We're gonna go to Kiana first.
Who could call himself a queen now from that era, it would only be LL and Latifah.
No. Present day.
Of this era.
Of this era?
Yeah, as of today.
Still, I'm going with LL because LL just put out music this year, so he's still the king. And
he don't necessarily have to.
He doesn't. He got a whole radio station that belongs to him. He don't have to do nothing. He can sit back and relax. He will never, but he could. Queen. I hate to give it to her, but I have to say Nicki's still riding the wave she's been riding for 10 years.
I knew you was gonna say that. That's a respectable choice.
That's why
a respectable choice. Now, Patsy, what about you?
Would be either Nicki Minaj or Queen Bee.
You talking about Little Kim?
Good pick, Patsy. Good.
You said Nicki Minaj.
She said Nicki Minaj or Queen Bee. That's Little Kim.
That's what fucking Nicki called herself too.
No, the hell she do not.
Patsy, can you
Little Kim. Oh my gosh. I can't even think of her name.
Nicki, you just said Nicki Minaj and Little Kim, you said. What about the guys?
Queen Latifah.
It's that current date.
I'm not even sure about the guys.
All right, that's fair. Tanya?
Well, since you making hip hop so broadly, I'm gonna say Mary is the queen.
Now see, let's be clear about Mary's only hip hop. I'm referring to rappers. I'm talking about rappers.
Don't get me wrong. She got
no, go ahead.
Now.
Listen,
you
guys,
said she's hip hop.
Mary J. rapping on rhymes touching.
Okay, guys, listen.
Hello, Mary.
Listen, I'm referring to rappers.
Yep, Mary raps too. Mary raps too.
So let me be clear about this. Let me be clear about this. Tanya, your answer is your answer. Your answer is your answer.
She's got that skill.
Listen, Tanya, your answer is your answer. So if you said Mary and it's based upon what you know about Mary, that's your answer. So if you say Mary can lay claim to the throne, then it's Mary. What about the guys?
I don't listen to guys hip hop. Oh wait, only one I can say that I kind of listen to is like Drake or Kendrick Lamar.
All right, so either of those two. Timmy, I need you to be brief.
For me, I don't have no faith now because to me, they all trying to sound like each other. So I don't have no faith.
I didn't ask you what your favorite was. I said, who can lay claim to the throne?
None of them.
Oh, wow.
Because you have it now. I would say, for the generation of today, ain't nobody outselling my nigga NBA young boy. None of those niggas. None of them. Not
what?
I stop.
None of them. So I'm picking young boy as my favorite artist of today. I picked him. And as far as my female artists, they all jockeying for position. Ain't nobody. Nicki is trying to hammer the ones that's coming up. She trying to do some bold, to hammer the bold shit, hammer motherfuckers that's coming up, hammering them down so they don't reach and surpass her.
Okay.
Can I interject?
I would like to
Can I interject? Because you're not going to say females are jockeying for position. females are rapping as a collective with each other. So don't even try to put them on some second pedestal. You got to get with the program. Besides Drake and maybe one or two other dudes, the females are ruling rap right now. So don't even go
Somebody
there.
got triggered. See what hip hop do?
Kiana, what I'm saying to you, right, Kiana? Cause you can't say what Nicki Minaj did. Now I can say Queen Latifah gave props to every MC, female MC that came before her and that was
Well,
with
Nicki
her
dissed
in
all
the
them hoes. She didn't have no
you
thanks
know
for him.
in her era and the ones that came after her. Queen Latifah did that. Nicki is a selfish bitch. Nicki Minaj is a selfish bitch. She don't want nobody to come
I think the
before her
Bob's gonna
because she
come get you
wants
for
to
that one, Uncle
be
T.
the fucking solo
You better not
queen.
touch your internet.
All right, so let me say this. So
Rein it in.
let's disagree to disagree. Let's get back on point. The bottom line is what Timmy is saying in a nutshell is Nicki does not pay homage, nor does she show respect for those that
exactly
before
that's
her.
What I'm saying. She don't
that is current, past, present. Nicki doesn't show any respect. Let's move on to the next person, Sean. Let's who do you think can lay claim to the throne today?
I would say Kendrick Lamar, and I mean, I don't know anybody that's out there better than Nicki at the moment.
All right, so yours is Nicki and Kendrick. Elijah?
110% Nicki. Dog, this is competition, man. I'm rolling with Nicki all day. This girl's been eating them up like a honey going off in different styles, let it be known, dog. We in the today era. My brother Timmy, you sounding like Melly Mel.
No.
Anyway, for my king.
No.
Don't get him started again. Go ahead.
I'm telling the truth. I'm telling what
I know, but you're gonna have to hold your truth for a moment. Go ahead.
So for my kings, this is what I'm really gonna aggravate them. It's between Lil Wayne and Eminem.
Jay-Z.
I'm good.
All right, go ahead, Gregory.
Now I'm gonna say it's actually two different categories of this because you have a lyrical rap category and then you have the flashy rap category, which I'm gonna put Drake and Future in. They're at the top of the pedestal of that. And then I'm gonna put Kendrick and J. Cole, but kind of Kendrick a little bit more than J. Cole because J. Cole is more slept on.
Females.
Definitely. I'm gonna say Nicki and Cardi. I like what they're doing. I like their little beef. I like them separating the two sides of hip hop. But like Uncle T said, it's a lot of people that just sound the same. It's like everybody's a rapper.
Okay. Robert?
All right, self-proclaimed kings will be Watch the Throne, meaning your Jigga and your Kanye West. But for
he's
me,
a legend, though. They're legend.
Listen. Jigga still put music out to today. Now, I told you that was self-proclaimed. Now I'm gonna go into who I picked for my kings. This man's been doing it over a decade, giving it to you all type of ways. Drake. And the other dude I put beside him, because every time I listen to him, I feel my son's presence. And that's Rob Wade. For the females, I'm gonna tell you what no one don't want to believe. That girl Lotto that's doing it quietly and came out of nowhere and knocking all those chicks in the head right now.
Lotto's a big deal.
You gotta watch that and respect that.
But she's not lyrical. If I would have to do that,
all I got to say to that is,
actually, she is lyrical. I take that back.
Because of me.
Okay,
you heard of Rob Wave because of me. I played Rob Wave for y'all when we had dinner or something.
Okay,
So
Timmy,
you're
Timmy.
taking a
Rob
claim
Ray
for
Listen,
that.
guys,
We
guys.
appreciate it.
Y'all
Listen,
heard Rob Ray
that's
through me.
irrelevant. That's irrelevant at this point.
No, it's not.
Um,
How you got introduced to Rob Ray was because of me.
Did I get everybody?
Oh,
Did I get
Rob Wade.
everybody? So, all right. So the bottom line is, I'm gonna give you mine. Gianna, I got you. Tanya, I got you too, right? All right. So listen, the next one. The bottom line is, y'all didn't listen to the question.
Yeah.
I said, who of today's artists basically can lay claim to the throne? And basically, what I'm telling you is, who I feel that can lay claim to the throne. Jay-Z is already called to his own. So that's what he believes. He's sitting there. He's posturing. He's poised.
Self-proclaimed.
Female wise,
he's a legend, Dave.
It doesn't matter. I said who can make claim to. I said
he's a legend.
Nah, he's at the top of the game. He's definitely at the top of the game.
And female wise, I'm gonna go with Cardi B. And Tanya, what's the next question?
The next question is, did gangster rap bring about the East Coast, West Coast beef? And is it a misrepresentation of hip hop?
All right, now you guys,
Definitely.
no, wait, stop right there. Because you guys are so long-winded, I told you, it was gonna come to a point where we wasn't gonna be able to answer all the questions because y'all don't know how to be quiet at times. Tanya, how many other questions after that one?
One.
All right, we're gonna do this.
This show's going over the books,
listen,
big dog.
Listen. Because I already know what you guys are gonna do. And I'm gonna tell you this right now. Don't do it. Because you're gonna force my hand.
You can't do no damn thing like
listen
that.
To what I'm about to say to you.
Doing a part 1, part 2.
Listen to me. Listen to what I'm about to say to you. See, you're still doing it. The question is, did gangster rap bring about the West Coast, East Coast beef? All I want to know is a yes or no. That's all I want to know. I don't want no long drawn out answers. I just want to know yes or no. And there's a reason for this. Kiana, do you think that gangster rap brought about?
No, it's a manufactured beef. Go ahead. Next.
Patsy?
Yes.
Tanya?
Yes.
Timmy?
Yeah. No.
Sean?
No.
Elijah?
Yes.
Robert?
No, it was just a way to make money.
Gregory?
No, gangster rap was a way to protect ourselves.
I said no or yes.
That's it.
All right. So the bottom line is, y'all don't believe that that's what brought about the what's name. Okay, so according to hip hop historians, that is the dark days, dark age of hip hop, because with gangster rap brought about the murders of Scott LaRock.
Thank you.
About the murders of a lot of prominent rappers.
Thank you.
Scott LaRock was before all that.
Listen.
Shit was in 87.
Timmy.
Because I was going to his show. I paid to go to Scott LaRock to see Scott LaRock and KRS Criminal Minded.
Okay,
when they
all right.
did
So my
their
point
first
is,
album. He was killed before all
that may
he
be
was
Timmy.
the first rapper to get killed.
Uncle D, you can't push off your opinion on.
Listen to what I'm saying to you. You guys are not allowing me to finish saying what I'm saying. And if this continues, listen, what I was saying to you was Scott LaRock was the first murder that was committed in hip hop. After that, you had all those other murders of prominent rappers, potential rappers that have potential, such as Big Al and what's it? Tupac, Biggie Smalls, and fast forward to current day with all of these young rappers that are losing their life due to all this violence just bought into hip hop. You got rap labels that have life insurance on these young rappers and stuff like that, and they are all benefiting from it. That's why I said, do you think
That's the key part, Uncle D.
Do you think gangster rap brought about the what you call it, the West Coast, East Coast beat, and does gangster rap?
Can you put me some oranges?
Is it a misrepresentation
a little headache.
of hip hop?
Yeah.
So that's what I was asking.
Tupac told you.
Yeah.
Tupac told you.
So we're gonna go to the last question because you guys, I mean, at some point. All right, what's the last question, Tanya?
Why is hip hop the only music genre that places an expiration date on its artists?
All right, Shiana, why do you believe that to be so?
Yeah, we do. I mean, they do, but that's because it's new. It's the newest genre of music. So why would we think that there's quote unquote longevity if back in the day it wasn't supposed to last? It was supposed to be a fad. It was supposed to be over before it even started. So it's understandable, but it's not true.
Okay. Patsy?
I didn't even realize that was a case scenario with any genre, let alone hip hop.
Tanya?
Why is it?
Yeah.
I don't think that they do though, because you got rappers who's been doing it for a long time.
Okay.
Even the old school rappers are still rapping. They're still touring. So what's the expiration date?
But the younger dudes don't think that they are irrelevant. They think they're irrelevant. So
Again,
that's what I'm saying.
Sean?
They got no fucking respect.
Sean?
Because there's always someone up and coming.
So that's the reason why they have they place an expiration date on them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Elijah?
Again, to me, hip hop is street. And because it's street, if you're now on the streets, you don't really know what's going on today's time. It's always changing. So should it have an expiration date on reporting? Yeah, it should be, because you're now out on the streets like that. Should it have an expiration date on remembering history? Of course not. You always got to go back in the past, how it began in the genre and the whole nine. That's what makes it art. You got to remember, this genre is only 50 years. 50. That's real. I mean, that's big, man. But it's 50. So it's still getting it, you know what I mean? Now, okay, guess what? We can tour just like the Rolling Stones now. Because now it's already been these tours with the old school hip hop's doing what they're doing. Now the doors knocked down. That guess what, y'all? We're here. We can still make money doing our old music. So when it comes to reporting on how the style is and all that stuff, LL can report on what's going on for a 22-year-old or for an 18-year-old.
Let me stop you right there. And I'm gonna bring you back to something that I said earlier about the I think it was a night question about this gangster rap and stuff like that. See, I was going somewhere with that before I was thrown off course. See, the gangster rap is what brought the street to the entertainment. That's what hip hop, the foundation of hip hop was. It was to stop all that gangster stuff, all that feuding and stuff in the street. See, what happened was, and Melly Mello was talking about this in one of his interviews, they allowed the street factor to take over the entertainment business. That's what brought about those dark days in hip hop.
But that's behind the scene, Dave.
But
that's
wait,
behind the scene.
You're doing it again. Let me make my point.
I apologize.
That's the reason why it brought about what I was saying to you guys. Did gangster rap contribute to that? Because even if it wasn't the people that came in reporting it, what was going on the street, they gave it the label of gangster rap. And then all the bad element basically came in right behind them, through the door, right with them. So that's what brought about those dark days. And that's what brought about the East Coast, West Coast beat. That's what brought about
but gangster rap is streaming from. Hold on, let me say this. It's streaming from Public Enemy
listen,
guys.
and all this
Hold on, Dave.
police brutality stuff that was going on around that time. You're forgetting that part.
No.
So they needed to be gangster.
If we all remember, right? If you, Tanya, Patsy, Elijah, Kiana, and Robbie, we know before they didn't have, you went to the store and bought a record, right? They didn't have no advisory stickers on the damn records until 87. When they started talking about guns.
True Live Crew.
When they started talking about the guns and crack and
that's gangster.
With the music,
True Live Crew.
what the music was trying to do, they seen what was going on in the neighborhood, the drugs and the guns and shit. So they tried to make music to combat, to tell the community this is a setup. This is what they're trying to do to us, to divide us and conquer us.
P, can I take it from here?
So that's when they started, giving.
I'm gonna help you all you understand it better. This all came about from the secret meeting with the hip hop artists and the prisoners owners. They had a meeting in 1991 to form gangster music, gangster rap. That was gonna lead more crimes in the streets and more profit to the prisons. And they all signed their name on that damn paper, and they suckered their own people in and their hip hop culture to follow their music and commit crimes so they can make money with the prisons that they all invested in.
So that being said, wait a minute, Timmy. Wait.
So the damn company wouldn't look bad by putting the artists up to it. They have the damn consumer, the person that's committing the crime, say, I was listening to such and such, and he said this is what we're supposed to do.
All right, so stop right there and just pause. This was my point when I asked the question: did gangster rap basically usher in the East Coast, West Coast beef? And is it a misrepresentation?
Told you.
Timmy,
Tupac
is it a misrepresentation of hip hop? And based upon what Robbie just said, and what Kiana said about the fake beef and all that it was manufactured.
It's all to generate money.
It is a misrepresentation of hip hop. Because again, that's not what hip hop set out to do. So
hold on, Dave.
Misrepresentation.
Dave, I disagree with you, Dave.
Elijah. Because if you're talking about the streets again,
Uncle D, realize this: you live in the Matrix. That is all by design.
Guys,
and the truth is, around that time, from the 70s going into the 80s, they was beating on black people. A lot of black police brutality. Listen, and then it switched into they hit you with smack. They hit you with it. You didn't ask for it. They put it in your community. So the stuff that them people was rapping about was necessary.
You guys are taking this to a whole other direction, as usual.
That's the whole country all together.
All right, let's just finish it up. Let's just finish it up. Let's just finish it up. You guys, you're not. There's no way we're going to be able to finish this discussion within the time frame. And who didn't I ask the last question to? About do you believe that hip hop is the only genre that has a expiration?
It was me.
Okay, go ahead, me.
I answered it.
And Robert, you answered. Robert didn't answer. That's who didn't answer.
That's who was talking.
Yeah, Robert said I'm gonna wrap this all up to answer
I'm
y'all
the one
questions
that
like
didn't
I
answer, Uncle D.
You did answer.
No, I
But
didn't, because I didn't get the
Robert,
chance
All
to
right, go
tell
ahead,
you.
Robert's phone acting up.
Gregory, answer the question.
Sorry.
Ask the question again.
What I just shared with you guys,
I definitely didn't
that's
answer
my
it, though.
belief. That was my answer.
Gregory,
Ask the question again.
Oh,
the question is, why is hip hop the only music genre that places an expiration date?
Oh yeah, there we go. Now it's all coming back to me. Listen, once the machine gets a hold of everything that's going on, it's like fast food. Everything's fast food now. So you see how, like, when you go to McDonald's or Wendy's and their menu is always changing. So it has to die so they can create something new to try to influence the culture out there, because they know this is our culture. Just like we was just talking about the gangster rap thing. That the only reason why that was happening is because that's what you was seeing at that time. People wouldn't be rapping about something that they're not seeing.
okay.
They
So
couldn't rap.
if
They
I be
couldn't
fair
really rap
to
about
answer,
it.
I don't want to overtalk you, Greg, but to be fair to answer that expiration date, I'll just go and say this quick. They put an expiration date on hip hop because they already they sat there and did a quota. This is how much time we need to lure everybody to be an asshole and get them all locked up. Around this time of year, 2000, maybe 25 or 230, we should all be done with hip hop because we done locked up a lot of them son of a bitches.
All right, so let me say this, and then we're gonna go to the last video, Gregory, and that is the one by Black Thought. Now, I'm gonna tell you guys this. I feel like the reason why there is an expiration date, why hip hop has an expiration date for its artists, is because they don't respect the elders, they don't respect the pioneers of the of the art form. That's why
who paved the path for them.
That's why they place an expiration date on them, because they want to move them out the way so that they can make way for those that they already preconditioned you, the current times and stuff. They don't want the old rappers to give you a message. They don't want that conscious rap. They don't want that feel-good rap. They don't want the rap to make you dance and do all that stuff. They don't want
the
that.
drug shit.
They want to promote all that violent stuff.
And the drug shit, don't forget the drug shit.
That drugs leads to violence.
To violence. That's right.
Patsy. So anyways, guys, that's just in a nutshell. I want to end the show, and I don't want anyone to say nothing. Gregory, play the last video by Black Thought. He's gonna take us out. Go ahead, Gregory.
Zoom meeting. Sorry, I didn't hear anything.
Beneath the flickering lampposts we dance, managing to keep the kick of the amp closer than what some refer to as the Spirito Santos that spanned days of Dapper Dan through June Ambrose. The band made us clap our hands. What came after was the scratch from the Grand Wizards and Grand Masters. One topic of discussion was whose hands were faster than a 6 train where the illest tags were plastered. The pillars of a village at the origin of it came to occupy the space of our eternal beloved. This culture we constructed was determined to thug it and kept it rugged while the proverbial gates got flooded. Cold-blooded, no budget, but we became raw. To end the gang wars, what we started this thing for. So were we kings or pursuing visions of grandeur? When through the rhythm, it was true religion we came towards. When Sylvia Robinson became a hip-hop mogul, who could have known we'd ever reach the tip-top total, or how one common cause could become so noble that we'd be going exit through the gift shop global. That gift that kept giving us life and keeps giving advice took on a life of its own and keeps living. We found strength in numbers, many of whom were women like Sha Rock and them who were there from the beginning as our rocks. They could never be kept in a vault. There'd be no Kim or Nicki Minaj without pepper and salt. I hope Cardi B and Megan thank Latifah and Light and L Boogie, superheroes who were eager to fight before our entire lives became computerized. We were back spinning in shell toes and Puma Clydes as we watch some of our stars continue to rise up to Jupiter and Mars. We learn to utilize our credentials and how to maximize the potential to build brands. Laying the proper groundwork's essential to go from Public Enemy to Tribe Called Quest to Jay-Z, Diddy, Pharrell, Drake, or Kanye West, to where our world could be as free as Ron Artest in a place where no one else has got to sign our checks. We made fortunes out of fame like Run and DMC when we came in the door like Ra and Eric B to make something out of nothing. And it's come to define a legacy more meaningful than just a moment in time. The kind of brilliance we reveal instead of holding inside. Ordained by God's the only way we know to describe. If you rolling, let's ride. You're welcome to get in a car. Be whoever you need to be, but don't forget who you are. You are a North Star, as black as my thoughts are. It's true that back in the day they used to report how you were too black or too Latin, too tapped in, too from the hood. But ever since we conquered Hollywood, it's been all good. And it don't even really feel like it take long to get from a payphone to Twitter. You stay strong and diligent. Great songs created the safe zone that did it. Citizens repping the name of they place on. They fitted said it ain't where you ain't from. It ain't where you was headed, it's where you at. From here looking back, I say we did it, we made it. They hated and said we were over and gone. I feel it's the move to say we proved all of them wrong. You got your money right, mind right. We been in the limelight. It's the joint till you on point all the time. Fight, thug life, vamp life, jet life, tramp life. Do it for the gram. SoundCloud, Bandcamp life. Can't stop, won't stop. Body rock, door knockers, bolt lock. Clock hanging round the neck. Show shot, tour stop. Next joint to drop, gonna be more hot. Pure pot, walk me to see if the corner store got the boogie down. Break down, face down, take down. H Brown, H-Town bass. Harlem shakedown. Cape Town till the details of our escape down. We was hungry, but it's more than enough on a plate now. 8 Mile, Rosecrans, 10 toes, both hands. Peachtree to 9th Ward, in and out the psych ward. COs and POs and OGs and GOs. The rites of passage that's passed down from the griots. Insert your caption, here in the absence of egos. Extraordinary ethos, take off from the Migos. We rose to become entire ecosystems. It's wild to think about how long the people have listened. Now, 50 years down the line, we could spark this. My eternal beloved hip-hop is where our hearts live. And that's word, I'm not the herb. Understand what I'm saying?